things are a bit tense at the Capitol these days. Not between Democrats and Republicans, although they certainly do have their problems, but actually between former BFFs Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene. In fact, on the first day of Congress this year, January 3rd, tension boiled over in the women's restroom. According to multiple sources, the two women were nearly in a screaming match in the Speaker's lobby ladies' room just off the House floor. Interesting. And by the way, it didn't have anything to do
big massive dump
with any of that. You know, I'm pretty sure, I would hope that both of them flushed. Although one of them might not have washed their hands. So I'm just calling it now, okay?
People are flushing toilets 10 times, 15 times.
Okay. So anyway, according to, let's see, one source familiar with the fight, talking to the Daily Beast, Greene questioned Boebert's loyalty to Kevin McCarthy. So that's House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. And after a few words were exchanged, Boebert had stormed out. Again, hopefully she had washed her hands, but knowing Boebert's record with her defunct restaurant, I don't know. I don't know if that happened. I'm really actually kind of concerned now that she didn't wash her hands. Oh no! Disgusting. Gross. Okay, but anyway, look, according to another source familiar, while in the bathroom, Greene had asked Boebert, hey, you're okay with taking millions of dollars from McCarthy, but you refused to vote for him for Speaker, Lauren. The first source, Greene, said that Greene was in the stall, and upon coming out, confronted Boebert about taking money from McCarthy for her reelection, and then turning against McCarthy when it came to vote. The Colorado Republican was allegedly unaware that Greene was also in the bathroom at the same time. Do we have to keep them separated? Is that what we have to do now? To make sure that they don't go to the same place at the same time anymore? This has become high school. That's what it is. Wow. I know. Now, that's when Lauren said, quote, "Don't be ugly," the first source says, before she, in the words of this source, ran out like a little schoolgirl.
Bitch, move it along.
Look, by the way, I don't know who the source was, or at least some of these sources were. We know there's multiple staffers on the Hill. So there's Republican staffers, Democratic staffers. There's also, you know, obviously congressmen and women as well. So, and reporters, by the way. So 3 of these sources are unidentified, but there is one source that is, although she's not really talking. That said, asked about the dust up in the Capitol, Boebert simply said this, quote, "See you later. Bye." All right. I guess. What are you going to do there? Okay. But Greene did not return the Daily Beast's request for comment. I know we're actually having a conversation about this. But at least, again, one other member did witness the exchange. That was Democratic Representative Debbie Dingell. Here's what Debbie Dingell said. Nothing. She refused to say that what she had witnessed over the course of 3 different interviews with 3 different reporters. Quote, "What happens in the ladies' room stays in the ladies' room." Fair enough. During one interview, however, Dingell seemed to acknowledge that something did happen between Greene and Boebert, but said, "I'm not going to talk about it in any way, shape, or form." So obviously, it happened. Now, what's interesting is not so much the fight itself, but what led up to it. All right. So Boebert and Greene generally agree on like 99% of things, you know, ideologically. However, there are things that they disagree with that have come up to become very big issues between the two of them. One of them actually being Ukraine. And the other thing, of course, being power. So on the power front, Greene, of course, not only is in favor of Donald Trump and had already endorsed him, but she had seen that McCarthy was going to eventually become a speaker. And so she, going against, by the way, the wishes of a lot of the Republican base. I've done stories where a lot of Republicans are very, very angry with Greene. Again, I'm talking about voters here, calling her a traitor for supporting Kevin McCarthy. They're not happy with her. But she said, no, I'm going to support Kevin McCarthy. And look, it's because she got something from that. And let's be honest here, okay? In fact, look, she had made some inroads with the mainstream of the party, with Kevin McCarthy, and now is getting a nice seat in the House Oversight Committee. She's getting mainstreamed again, which is a disaster, honestly. Just a disaster. Now, that said, sources also said the Daily Beast told the Daily Beast, that Greene is on Trump's vice presidential shortlist for his 2024 bid. If you contrast that with what's going on with Boebert, she nearly lost her election in 2022 to Democrat Adam Frisch, only winning by 546 votes. Marjorie Greene, of course, it's just dominating her district. So at the end of the day, Greene is getting more power. Lauren Boebert isn't. And I think it's because Greene knows how to play the game, the political game. She's been there long enough. Yes, she's still a freshman, but she knows how to, dial the levers of power. It's more evidence to me that politics is basically just high school all over again, except, of course, that the decisions they're making are sometimes literally life and death.